Welcome to Cloud 6R 365. This is Linux most important command series part 2, and in continuation to the commands that we covered in part 1, now we will continue with another group of important commands on Linux, and we will start with the host name, then we continue with the list which I have given here. So let's move to hostname and ls. These are the two commands that I'm going to demonstrate now. Hostname, as name suggests, is useful to know or check the name of the server or system that you have logged in. And as you can see here, there are various options that we can use with the hostname, like -I, capital I, S, D, and same goes with ls. And now I'm going to demonstrate all these commands one by one. So now I'm logged in into one of my Linux server, and if I type in here host name, this will give me the host name of my server where I have logged in. Now if I use hostname hyphen small I, this is going to give me here the IP address of my host. Now the difference between small I and capital I is that all the IPs which are associated here to this host, they will be given here. That means if there are multiple interfaces or if there is any local IP address, all those IPs associated to various interfaces, you will get with the host name hyphen I capital using capital I option here. So same way to check the host name along with the domain name, so then you can simply use hyphen D. So like here it is showing that my host is registered for NL domain. So if you want to keep it short, so then you can use hyphen s parameter. So like that will not give you a fully qualified domain name or full name, but it will just give you a small simple host name. Next in the series, now we will go about the ls command that is used to list the information about the file in current directory by default. So let's do ls, and I'm sitting here, which is giving me this list of files or directories sitting created within this particular directory. Or if my directory is giving more contents, like here you will see here blue is the directory and other are the files here. ls also has multiple attribute, like hyphen l means long listing. It gives me all the permissions available with the user group, when it was created. So all this information you can see with ls hyphen l. To see the most recent files which were created, we can use attribute like atr with ls. So that means if I type in ls-latr, then we can see the most recent file at the bottom, as you see here, test file.123. A is to see the hidden attributes, like let's say if I create here one file, but I will make it a hidden file, so I will call it hidden file. Like now if I do ls, you will see it's not listed here, right? But like if now I do ls-a, then you can see it here that this is listed here same way. Now it is showing you the current directory and your previous directory as a attribute dot dot. So this is the use of ls command. Now let's move to the next group of commands. Next is in the list pwd, that means print working directory. So if I want to see where am I sitting in my current server or computer session, I can simply use pwd and then it will show me the current working directory. So by using pwd command, I can see that what is my current working directory with the explicit path given here. So that is the use of pwd command. Next in the series is cd command. So with cd command, we can switch between the directories. So that means changing directory. Let's say if I want to go back to root directory, I simply do cd and /. So now if I do pwd, I'm sitting now in the root directory. Now another trick here is, if you want to go back to the previous directory, just type cd space hyphen or dash, then you will go back to your immediate last directory where you were sitting before. Same way, If you want to go back one directory before, so then we can use command dot dot. So dot dot means one directory before. If I use dot dot twice, then I will go to two directory back. So like I was sitting here, I used dot dot twice, so I'm now in the root directory. Same way, if you want to go to the user home directory, then you have to use cd and then tilde command. So it will take you to the user home. So like I'm logged in with this user, so it took me to the user home of the directory. So cd tilde is the command to use to go to the user home. Next in the series is w or who command. So w or who command display the information about logged on users to the system. So like if I use w, you can see here that there are two users logged in into the system, and it is even showing what command they are using. So like one is used with sshd and another one is doing less with -s parameter to see some logs. So that is what it display here. So that this is how we can use w command. W command also has some attribute, like let's say -s to keep it short. So like then you're not seeing here jcpu, pcpu type of attributes. So it only shorten to user, tty, for, from, and then idle, and what user is working or doing. So those function can be checked with w. Same is the impact of who command. So this is to see who all users are connected to the system. Next in the list is who am I command. So now you want to know what user you are logged in with, or like let's say if you have done multiple switch, then you want to see who you are, we can use who am I command. So who am I command tell me about my username. So you can see that what user you are logged in with. And next in the list is now id command. So id display the identity or name of a user with which you are logged in. So something like who am I, it also give you information about the login user. Like for example, if I'm not giving anything, I simply type here id, then it will tell me that what the user id is, what the username is, what group it has, what all other groups it has, and then it also display the number here, the group ids. So that is the use of id command. And there are various attributes that we can use with id command. So id command will give us information about the user ID and its group or number of groups. If you only want to see what groups it has, you can use -g command, or if you want to see everything, just use -a. So by default ID and -a are almost same options, and with G it will give you the group ID which is associated to the particular user. So this was an overview about all these important commands. I hope you enjoyed the session. Please stay tuned for my part 3 of the same series, where I will take you through a bit more of commands from the important list. Thank you very much.